I'm glad we just drove here. My buddy Connor and I drove here from Montreal, and we came through Woodstock at 25 miles per hour. I felt like I was like tiptoeing through a place I should not be. I was just driving through I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be here. I know I'm not supposed to be here. You guys have antiques here. I did not touch anything. I stayed in the car. I drove very slow. I don't have, I was going through Woodstock and I was like, I'm from Maine, and I thought, I don't think I'm white enough to be here. This place is too white for me. Because I have two black sisters and I lost my virginity to a black girl. And it was not my sister, one of my sisters. That's those. When they're put together that closely, it sounds bad. It was a different black person. Her name was Sade. So I feel like I'm almost too urban to be here. And I was just going through Woodstock. I feel like Woodstock is the whole town is like the fancy living room that no one goes into. That's the whole town. It's just I don't belong there. Everything is antiques in Vermont. I don't buy antiques. I buy old shit. There's a difference. Antiques has a story. It's oh, tell me about this chair. It's it was built by a shaker in 1897. There's a long history. They built a lot of chairs for presidents, for both Roosevelt's and for Herbert Hoover. And when I buy stuff, I'm okay, tell me about this mattress. Who's the previous owner? And they're you don't want to know. You don't want to know about the history of this mattress. I buy old shit, not antiques. I felt uncomfortable. I felt unsafe driving through Woodstock. I felt like someone was going to pull me over for going 26 miles an hour. And I have too many Drake CDs in my car to feel comfortable. I was I'm going to get pulled over for going 26, and this cop's going to be is that Yeezus? Is that Kanye West? I'm going to need you to step out of the car, sir. We don't have Kanye in this town. But then we came to Bridgewater. Also, we started our journey in Montreal. I put 101 Mill Road, Bridgewater, Vermont into my GPS, and it said unable to create a route. So then we just drove to America, and then it showed up after we got to America. Canada was we're not fucking with that. You gotta get closer. You gotta get closer before we'll tell you how to get there. So it's we're in Bridgewater, not Woodstock? There's a difference. I can tell there's a difference, because so we're going through Woodstock, and I'm I am not the right kind of white for this town. And then we drove by a trailer park, and I was okay, I'm this kind of white. That's Woodstock. I imagine that's where the division is between Bridgewater and Woodstock. It's the trailer park side and the not trailer park side. We came, we had a show in Montreal, and we had to go into Canada, and I was kind of worried going into Canada, getting stopped for something. I look like this, and also at the time I was wearing a shirt with a giant cat on it. And so I was worried we were going to get hassled, and we did just a little bit, not too bad. The border agent was where are you from? We're Maine. So are you transporting any guns or weapons over the border today? And we said no. So are you transporting any fruits or vegetables over the border today? We said no. He said, what business do you have in Canada? And we said, we're comedians, we're doing a show. And he said, well, you haven't been funny yet. And I didn't want to get detained, but I wanted to be well, you haven't found the oranges in my trunk yet, so I guess neither of us have done our jobs. And then when we came back into Maine today, the guy's what were you doing in Canada? What are you doing tonight? We're we're comedians. He's professional or amateur? And I'm amateur. It was just really emasculating to have to say amateur. I don't know, depends on the crowd. I think we're going to get a free slice of pizza. I don't know. What is that?